Hi, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. Hold on, I gotta turn on a light. I'm like, why is it so dark in my studio? And now I know why. I left a set of lights off. So hold on, guys. So hey, Saturday. How is everyone today? Welcome in. When you come on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me get this going. I think I need a new mat. My mat's getting pretty bad. All right, let's see what's going on today. Get rid of that. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, you guys, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me get situated here. I got some good stuff to show you I'm excited about. First things first, this is what we're making. I love making these. I make them every year. Look at this this is the tray that I picked up at HomeGoods yesterday, but you can do these in dough bowls, any type of you can do it in a basket. I just love how they look in a tray. Look at the movement with that. That's the baby's breath from Greenery Market. Just saying, hi Frenchie, but this is what we're making. And you know what? Double uses. So I really like this arrangement. And I have one in my house every year. The colors change, of course. This one I add a little pink to. But you know what you can do with this? It's so cute, you guys. You've got the tray in front here that's empty. Put some little foiled Easter eggs. It doubles as a tiny candy tray. I'm just saying, right? Now, the other thing about it, hi Pam, good to see you on. Okay, Pam's double screening it with football, so I'm not, but anyway. Hi Marilyn. So, if you put some foiled chocolate eggs in here, can you imagine even taking cellophane and wrapping this up and giving it as an Easter gift? Oh, seriously, cute little mossy bunny, all the pretty flowers. So I'm going to teach you how to make it today. I'm excited about this one. Okay, so I gotta find room on this table. And I want to show you some stuff, some other things I picked up. So let me see, did I grab another one of those? Making sure I have everything. I gotta put this down. I have other stuff on my table that's taking up room, and I'm like, you can't have that there. Okay, let me set this aside. And we'll talk about flowers first, of course. So, welcome in. Who is with us today? Frenchie, hi. Pam, Marilyn, Dee, hi. Yes, Dee, the tray from yesterday at HomeGoods. I said snag those, you guys. Any of their flat wooden trays are perfect for building arrangements, especially whimsical ones with the bunnies and whatnot. Yes, Frenchie, this is definitely one for you to try. Hi, Deborah. So, you guys, okay. So when I left you on the live yesterday, our HomeGoods and TJ Maxx are across the street from each other. So I said, Bob, just pull in there. I'll run around really quick. And I did. Hi, Terry from Florida. Yeah, it's a cute one. This one I make every year and it sells out. I've done workshops on it. I'm probably going to do a workshop. It'll be a little bit different dough bowl than this because I don't have like 10 or 12 of them, which is what I need. But let me talk about the flowers. Because when I left you guys and went across the street to TJ Maxx, guys, look what I found. Look what I found. So excited to show you. Look at these. They're in here. In fact, let me just set it back up so you can see how they look in an arrangement. These are a stalk flower. But you know what's interesting about stocky flowers? People think they have to be in a tall vase or a tall arrangement. You can cut these down. This is proof. This is proof. I'm going to show you. See the little accents of it in here? You don't have to leave it on the big long stalk. Cut them down. You get a lot of bang for your bucks. So these you got, I think, 3 stems, but on each stem is a ton of little pieces. And 3 of the stems were $15. Yes, a little pricey. $5 a stem. But I'm telling you, the mileage you get out of this one stalk is amazing. I used only 1 stem to do this whole arrangement, just saying. So $5 of that element. So these are at TJ Maxx. They get them every year. Last year I had them in white and purple. They didn't have pink. This year they have pink. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to some more TJ Maxx because I'd like to get more of these. So that's one element I want to show you guys. Then, oh, I love these. Look at these with the lamb's ear leaves. Oh my goodness, seriously. These were TJ Maxx, the whole bundle, $12.99. Look at the little buds, look at these, look at these. See it in the arrangement? Yeah, I get excited about flowers, you guys, but look at how precious those are with the little black centers in this arrangement. Perfect color, perfect, perfect. It blends well with this. And then of course, my favorite fern. Here's the elements, you guys, here's the elements. We're gonna use some of the beautiful, beautiful I call baby's breath, it's Jip, okay? But that's from Greenery Market. I will tag that. Thank you for the hearts. You guys run out to these stores now. We're gonna decide, I didn't put any of these in, but do we wanna use some of these little cute little guys I got yesterday? I love these. We might use some of these in the next one. And then I did put some of these in. You know, these that I've been trying to use all week and everybody keeps saying no. Can you see them in there? They're in there. I like them in this arrangement. It softens the pink, so it's not just pink and green. And it's such a light little lavender, but can you see them in there? The little pops of them. Just precious. Just perfect. Okay. Then we're going to use these stems, which were Michael's from last year, but I believe they'll probably have them this year. And then, of course, we've got these guys. And I think I used one or two of these. We may not even need them. They're hidden now, but they're hiding the foam, so it's a good thing. So I brought these to the table. And of course, another bundle of fern. So that's what we're looking at. Look at that yummy bundle. Isn't that great? It's just so spring, so Easter. I want to make, so I only got a couple bunches of these guys. So I'm on the hunt for more. I want to make the companion wreath. We've got to make the companion wreath. And let me show you what I'm going to make the companion wreath with, because we're doing the bunny theme, right? So here's all of our spray. Oh, I am full of crumbs now. Okay, the bunny wreath is going to be, are you ready? Are you excited? With this sign. Look at that. Happy Easter. Does that not just totally go? So this is coming up. Very excited. I'll probably make two of these. And maybe we'll do that tomorrow, but look at how the colors just completely blend. Perfect. Perfect. So this is coming up. So we'll set this back down. Let's see. Right over here. And we'll get started. Let me see who all's on. Now that I totally went crazy over flowers in front of you. But flowers are my jam, so when I see good ones, I'm like, yes. And it's funny, when I was in TJ Maxx and I was running through there with my cart, I'm like, get out of the way. And this lady, so I went through and I saw the aisle with, these were all just laying on a shelf, right? And I start just putting them in my cart. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And I went through and grabbed everything I wanted super quick because I knew Bob was in the car and he was such a trooper yesterday. And then when I got to the register, there was a lady 2 carts behind me and I caught her eye and she goes, do you do weddings? And I says, yeah, I do. And she goes, I'm doing a wedding. I do flowers. She goes, you've got all the good stuff. I'm like, oh. I'm like, stab me in the heart. I'm like, I'm sorry. I go, I'm sorry. I go, I have a bunch of spring designs to do, so, and this isn't for a wedding. But she was really sweet. She goes, but I did get these on clearance. So anyway, it's kind of funny when you run into another floral person and then you feel bad because you literally took them all. You took them all, because, yeah, anyway. Grace, love the bunny sign and the arrangement with the bunny. It's going to be cute. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Karen. Missy. Hi, Missy. Good color combo. Deborah, matches perfectly. Yes. Tiff, you're like, I'm just saying. I know, that's how I feel. I'm like, it was meant to be me just, running over to that store yesterday because I knew I was doing this today. So I schedule out my lives for the week. I know exactly what I'm doing. This was going to be green and white again because I do a lot of green and white and I went, you know what, we need a little color with him. So yeah, it fell into my cart, you guys. I'm just saying, it did. It fell in my cart. So anyway, hi Patsy from Idaho. Yeah, it happens to you, right? I'm telling you. Tiff, Pam, Deborah, Amy. Hi Amy, how are you? Amy, that little blessed arrangement, that was the perfect place for it, I'm telling you. So Amy won our drawing that we had for the blessed arrangement because I'm so blessed because you guys all come and watch me do this. And she sent me a picture, I'm gonna post it. Let's see, who else? Terry from Florida. So Sharon, Patsy, nice you guys. Tiff just wants to buy. Tiff, if you do, I'm going to be adding these. I think I've got to block off some time tomorrow. We're going to do a live tomorrow because I have that wreath plan, but I have probably 15 items to list. I'm so behind. I've gotten messages on my Etsy. When are you bringing in more stuff? I'm trying. It's like, oh, I'm trying. So yeah, there'll be some stuff available. There'll be 2 of these, this one and the one I'm going to make right now. So, but these, oh, and if you're in the Reading area, you guys, don't you think we should do a workshop on this? Because I think this is freaking awesome. And I have a couple stemming machines because of a very wonderful follower. I won't mention any names, but yeah, she was very, very good to me. So I ended up with some gift cards and I bought a couple stemming machines. So that makes this kind of a workshop possible, where before it's really hard to do this without a stemming machine and get these kind of angles and whatnot. So it's coming up. It's coming up. I'm so excited. Anyway, okay. I need to just calm down and start working, you guys. I know. I just, let me take a drink of water. Yeah, that tray, yeah, I'm sure at Marshall's, at any of them. TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I got it at Home Goods, but they usually have them all. And 2 for $16.99? Seriously? Yes, Pam, you'll have to, definitely. Laura from freezing Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I'm actually warm. My window's open. The sun is shining. It is warm here today. I'm like, California weather. What can I say? Like I said, pretty soon. Hi, Valerie. Arizona in the house. I like it. I like it. Oh, yes, Leslie. Do you guys see everything back here? So these 2 are listed, but none of these 3. Now this one, Nubia, if you're seeing this or on replay, Nubia, I'm going to message you later today with a quote because there's a local gal that said, I want a quote on that. I may just come get it. If she doesn't, I'll make another one. I think I have one more set of little chocolate bunnies, but all of these will be listed. That's why I said my house is filling up. I got to spend time on the computer. It's hard to get an affordable base when you live in rural areas. So Patsy, I haven't checked yet, but someone can check. Sometimes Marshalls and TJ Maxx online will have things like this online. So it would probably be in kitchen, but you need to look every now and then because I have seen them. But I'll have to do one of these in a basket so you can see it. It's funny because when I do a design like this, everybody sees a flat tray, which is, I think, just delightful to work on. I love it because you really see the arrangement. But this same arrangement can go in a basket. It can. You'll just have to have moss where the bunny ends, because otherwise it'll be a void going down, right? But I can show you how to do that too. We can build another one in a basket. And, oh, I picked up, let me show you what else I picked up yesterday. Deborah, if I was near you, I'd race. That's funny. Linda, hello from Michigan. New to your page. Love your arrangements. Oh, Linda, welcome to my page. Welcome to my page. Thanks for hopping on today. Yeah, Frenchie, you need to hook up with Pam and come up here for that class. I'll have to find time to clean my house, but I'll get there. Sharon, it's a whole 16 in Nebraska. Hi, Ann. How are you? Now, Ann, didn't you move to Florida? Am I remembering? I'm checking my brain to see if it's working. Frenchie, if I was near Reading, I would pick up that bunny tray. That's hilarious, you guys. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm getting everybody here. Kathy loves my excitement. I just do. I mean, I'm crazy. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I get excited. And you know what it is, you guys? Okay, after years of being a police and fire dispatcher, where every day is, I hate to say doom and gloom, but it's a very good job. It's very rewarding because you're helping people. But it is sad. There's days where you go home just mentally spent. So to do something bright and cheerful and fun for me is just like, I think this is really what I was meant to do with my life, but it's a little later in life, but it's never too late, right, you guys? Never too late. If you guys are thinking about it and it's something you really love, do it. Because I have so much fun. In fact, Bob cracks up at me if he happens to be shopping in Home Goods with me and I like find a bunch of flowers. I'm like, look at these. Just look. And he's like, I don't get it, but okay, put them in the cart. It's just who I am. It's who I am. So, oh, and you're still looking. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jennifer. So, yeah. Anyway, I love to teach, and that's what I did as a dispatcher. I was a trainer. I taught the new hires. So, I'm a teacher at heart too, and I'm a floral at heart. So, anyway, enough about me. I'm going to go out into my kitchen and grab one more thing I got, because if you do go to TJ Maxx and Home Goods, I want you to pick these up too. And this is what I'm going to do this arrangement in next. And I didn't get to show it to you because I didn't do it live. So bear with me for just a few seconds and I'll go grab it. Tiff, I seriously wish I could do what you do. So amazing. Oh, thank you, Tiff. You can. You guys just stay with me and learn. Stay with me and learn. I think anyone could do this if you just learn the techniques. So hold on just a second. I know I'm taking time out of this live, but I want to show you this. All right, I'm back. Look at the little crate. Yes, it has handles, very lightweight. This is why I love this, okay? It came in 3 sizes. This is the smallest size. It was TJ Maxx $6.99, okay? So a little cheaper than the tray. In fact, here's the tray. Whoops, Bunny took a plant with him. Here's the tray ready to go, right? Here's this. See how they're very similar? This is a little shorter, but for the bunny arrangement, it's perfect. But this is heavy, solid wood. This is very light. It's that very light wood. And I like that it's got the little panels, all the things. So these are perfect. So go check these out, get them. I'm going to be doing arrangements in them, so you're going to want one. Okay, so we'll set that back here with that sign. And we should get started. Anyway, and you know what? I couldn't do this if you guys didn't show up every day. It's like I went for a long time with very few followers. In fact, I have other creators that say, how did you grow so big? 5 years. There were years where I'm like, I gotta just throw in the towel. I can't afford to do this. It's an expensive hobby, right? And I want to make it into a business, but it's suddenly taking off, so it's wonderful. The bunnies. I believe the bunnies may have been Home Goods, but not this year, because, you know, I stock up when I see them. Were they Home Goods or were they Michael's? It could have been Michael's. Anyway, everybody sells these little bunnies, so grab yourself a moss bunny. They're coming out in the stores now. Now they have them in all the different colors, too. The pastels, the bright raspberry, the blues. So if you wanted, you could change it up and put a colored bunny on it. So anyway. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Amber. Yes, Amber. This is how I see your comments, is I watch the video with you on the iPad, and then I can see your comments because my eyes can't see my phone very well. Deborah. Oh, thank you. Hi, Helen. Jennifer, Jamie. Okay, guys. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Someone said, first time watching in Texas. Was that Becky? I'm looking for a Becky now. Becky, yay! Welcome to my page and welcome to my live. We have a lot of fun here, so. And I am the crazy floral lady that loves flowers, and I'm not afraid to show it. Anyway, that's just me. Okay, so welcome, Becky. I hope I see you a lot on this channel, so. All right, let's get going. The first thing we're gonna do, because we have a big pile here to work with. So big, and I don't need all of this, so some I'm gonna, because you know me, I bring too much because I like the, doesn't anybody like the look when you get a big bunch of flowers? It's just so pretty. So we don't need this because I already have one pulled out. Let's see, we're gonna need this, so we'll put this over here. That's later. This is absolutely last. My favorite fern. Anybody see it yet at Michael's? Anybody? Well, don't see it at Michael's because I have it coming in. I keep saying that it was on back order. They're saying January, so I'm praying that that's coming in soon. So the first thing we're going to use, these little guys are later. Those are later. So the first thing we're going to use are these. Yes, those. And then these guys. And that can go in the back. Okay. I even thought of putting a little bit of pussy willow in here, but I'm like, okay, I gotta. This is my tall, so this is the tall that I'm gonna go with. All right. So there is our little bundle there. I was situated before this started, but you know I moved things around, and yeah, flowers happen. Okay. So what I did. You're not coming off. Okay, I can hold the bunny. This is wood. He is smooth. How do I do it? You may want to know. Glue will pop. Do not use hot glue, cold glue, whatever glue. Glue will pop. Heavy wood tray. Look at not coming off, right? Look at. Okay. So one of two things. My alien tape that's in my Amazon storefront, but I did not use alien tape today. It's a little bit thicker. I used my little magic strips that I'm going to put in my Amazon storefront. No, not my storefront, in my Etsy. Sorry, I can't even think. But anyway, I will have those available. Those are going to be one of the things for sure I'm going to list. I buy them by the case, and I tell you what, they're like anywhere between $70 and $100 a case of these little strips. So I'm breaking them down. I'll sell you them in tiny amounts where you don't have to break the bank to get them. Because it would take you 10 years, unless you do what I do, to use that many of these. So, hi Deanna. Orla from Dublin, hi. Kathy, thank you for sprinkling. So yeah, so my little magic strips, I'll put a little thing out once they're in there tomorrow. So we've got some listing to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is one stem of these. I brought two to the table. I don't think I'm going to use them. Watch how you can cut this down. I'm telling you guys. This is a great stem. So here's our tallest one. Right that. The others are shorties, but we're going to make them a little bit tall. I'll show you how. So this will be our first one we use. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this down a little bit. And now that's a bunch of little tiny pieces on this stem. But if you cut them accordingly up the stem, you'll be able to make them a little longer. So this one we're going to go right here. Now you can always cut them off shorter and then just, you know, take a piece of stem from another flower that you cut off and use like your floral tape and tape them. But I make it work. So these two, I'm going to cut like I'm pruning a tree right where those next ones start. And then they'll have this stem. So see how you turn these little shoots into their own stems? And the quality on these is just phenomenal. It is a tough stem because they're good quality. Look at this. Okay, now I have two little stems because we only need little stems for this project. So let's pull down a couple more, like that. And let's cut it again, same way. So we just cut them. We make a bunch of little stems that we can broadcast in this arrangement. So here's a couple more. Okay. Look at all the little stems I made out of that one big stalk flower. Look at that, okay? So now we have what we need to start this little guy. So the tallest and most slender is this one. So I always kind of look at them like, which ones are thicker? They'll go toward the bottom. Which ones are more slender? So there's my little pile. So this first one is our height. Okay, so these have to go in the back till we need them. Because they're going to stab me every single time. I just know it. So when we need those, I'll grab them. Even these. In fact, let's just do this. Let's just cut the stems off. Sorry guys, I guess I could have done this before. But gosh, I said that before. I ruin more shirts because I think they stab me and I get those holes in the front of my shirts. It's like, yes, I need an apron. Oh. Anyway, let me just cut a couple of these down. And then we'll be good to go. Okay, now they're on the floor. Okay. So now those are cut down. So we're good. And I'll put the flowers up here. All right. So here's our first one. Okay, this is just coming right in the back. Straight up and down. That is our first stem. And it's just easy. You're just going to work your way around this little piece. Okay, so now, and I'm going to look and make sure I do it the same way I did the other one. This one's going to come out to the side a little bit. So we're making a little kind of, I don't know, floral pocket that he's sitting in, you know, like he's in a little meadow. It's just a really cute look. So not quite a fan because we're going to bring it up in front, but look at this. So we can take this little guy and we can put a little bend on him and have him come up to the front. Even though these are stocky flowers and normally they all go straight up, I think it's nice to trail some out the front, just like that. So there's our first three. Okay, another tall one. Let's see which one is. This one's a little stockier, so let's use this one. And it doesn't mean they have like, okay, this one comes out further, this one doesn't, and this is kind of like the design that we're going to do. You don't want a perfect fan, you guys. It'll look not natural, it'll look unnatural. So we're kind of trying to make it look like this is how these grow in this little area. So that is what we're doing right now. Okay, and I'm going to do one more. This one may be a little different from the first one. And I'm going to do one little stalk that comes right in front of him, like that. So there's our one stalk of flowers, and now it's distributed. Look at how one stem, you can make it work if you cut it down. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cut down are some of these guys. Let me find a really straight one. So we're going to cut these down and then probably cut them down again. Let me find the straightest here. I think we'll use this piece. Okay. And we're going to come right in behind that first stalk. So now we're going to start filling this in. And I like this. This is that one I used earlier in the week. It has the very light stems at the top. You know, it's variegated. It is such a soft, nice color for Easter designs. Very, very nice. And this was pretty inexpensive. This was Michael's last year. And this, it just says, oh, it's supposed to be sage ruscus. Sage ruscus leaves. And this one was $5.99 last year. So when their sale hits, like right now, if you subscribe to their email, anything regular price, because I don't know if spring has gone on sale yet. I know the bushes are, but these are stems. But you can get them 30% off right now. So that'd be $1.80 off if they have them and they're the same price. I did notice that the pothos leaves that I used like in a crazy amount last year, they went up a couple bucks. So still a great leaf though. Great, great leaf. Okay, so we're just kind of filling this guy in. And that's too long, so let's cut that down just a bit. Okay, and we're going to come right in behind that first stalk. So now we're going to And sometimes you got to cut off a little leaf so you can get that stem on there, or that pick, I should say. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, cut this one down, and we're going to bend a couple pieces around the front to make that little flower cubby that he's kind of sitting in. And then we'll put a little bit of a bend so it curves, and we'll put this right in there. So cute, so cute. We're going to do the same with this one. So this is what we have so far. So we bring these around the front a little bit. And by doing this too, we're covering the foam. You notice I did not moss my foam. I don't typically moss my foam because it ends up covered. And then if we need any in the very end, we can always plug it in. I just like to save on foam because I use the expensive reindeer moss. And it's expensive, so let's see. So that was one stem, just one stem. And you know what? We got a lot done with one stem. But let's cut down another stem and fill in a little bit more. So get them all the way down. Then you can put them together and make them a little bit thicker. So I like to get most of my filling done before I go on to flowers. Like that. And that looks funny up at the top, so I'll just snip it. It just curled too much. Whoops, popped right out of there. Little curve on that because these are going in the back. So sometimes when you're doing the back, we're going to crisscross them. So this is going on this side, but I started the stem into the foam toward the other side. So they go like this. I guess I could show you with another piece. Let me show you. When you crisscross your stems, when you're filling in the back, if we go straight, it's going to take more to fill up that area. But if you cross them, do you see how you get more coverage? Cross them, not straight. So that's kind of what I'm doing over there. It makes sense and it saves you on material. So where this one started there, look at, if I started here, do you see how there's a massive gap? But watch when I start it way past the other one. Do you see how that just filled that in with two stems? We're going to do a few more little pieces on there, but always crisscross and you'll fill up more. Crisscross it. And now this one's a little too long, so I'm going to cut it a little shorter. It's the back. It's okay. And then we can take those two that I cut off and we can put them together and use that to fill in. So we're just filling in the back a little bit because it's my least favorite part of the arrangement to do. So just get it over with, you guys. Just get it filled in and then you can move on to the fun stuff. Anybody have a least favorite part of doing a floral design? Well, that and getting the prep done, the styrofoam and everything installed, ready to go. So yeah, there's a few things that, they're not my favorite, but they're necessary, right? So we do what we can to make it pleasant. Okay, so I'm cutting some little pieces and making little bunches that can fill in quickly. So it's probably going to take 2 full stems to get this puppy done, which is fine. If you cut your stems down too, just make sure you cut it to the next leaf so it looks like a full small stem and not like you hacked it off. Because yes, the leaves won't get as slender toward the top, but as long as the leaf is on top, it'll look fine, especially when you're filling it in the back. Okay, I have a little more filling to do, but look how quickly we filled the back. And it looks nice. Make it look nice. And if there's any holes, now you could plug a few little pieces of moss in. Save your moss. Don't moss your whole block. Just plug them in at the end. It'll look really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to throw this away. Clean as I go. I need a few more in front. So now that I got that done, I can come back to where it counts, right? Got my chore done, I guess you could say. Oh, that pulled right out. Okay, so as you see in the front now, we've got this and there's a gap between those. Same thing over here, kind of a gap. We need to fill in a little bit more green and then we can add our blooms. So let me fill in a little bit more of that. And this is the perfect greenery for that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It just does the job beautifully. So sometimes you see, you know, Ruscus is a really good filler. It is a good backdrop green. But sometimes you see them in the stores like, what do I do with those? This is what you do with those. So they're good for this type of a project. So I did just 2 pieces and look at how it filled those gaps. We're not going to fill it completely because we have more blooms to put in, right? We have fern to put in and we have baby's breath. So we don't need this solidly packed yet. I mean, it's getting there, but now the rest will fill in with the other elements. So we're done with the green for now. I'll keep it close by in case we need it. But for now, I think it's done. So let me get rid of the leaves here. I'll set it over here and let me check your comments. Hey Danae, thanks for coming on today. Oh, hey, that's a good comment too, Danae. I don't think it's from the home store. No, I think this was either could have been Hobby Lobby, maybe Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I don't have a home store here. I have to travel an hour, so when I stock up, it's usually not home store. And I was actually going to go to the at-home store today, but we had I had to get this done. We had an order I had to ship out, so yeah, we were busy. Pam. Oh yeah, so who's watching the game, you guys, in Texas? Hi Nancy, listening from Vermont. Vermont. I love Vermont. I love it. Valerie, thank you. Kathy, making bows is not my favorite. Not mine either. I mean, I can do them, but you guys know, I tend to design without bows. I have a ton of ribbon. I love ribbon, can I just say? But I tend to not. Anyway, thanks, Deborah. So, yeah. All right. So now, and you can see, see how there's still some foam showing through here and there? It'll go away, I'm sorry. Sorry you're seeing it now, but once we start putting in this fluffy stuff, it just goes away. It's crazy how quickly, too. So we have 1 stem of this. What do we have? 2, maybe into 1/3 of the greenery. And look at how much of this design is already done for just a couple stems. That's why I said if you break things down, I'm telling you, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. And it doesn't take a lot to make a nice design like this. Okay. What's the name of the filler? Sharon, this is called Ruscus, and it was Michael's last year. I don't know if they have it yet. I'm going to probably end up doing another live for Michael's and see if they got it in. And I can check online too. So what I'll do, when I'm done, we do have an engagement to go to tonight, but I will search it, and any of these stems that are Michael's, I can put the link on. And then for sure, I can add this link again. This is from Greenery Market. I love, love, love it. So yeah, so let's put those there. And you're welcome, Sharon. Yes, I said hi to her, Pam. Yes, Orla from Dublin. Okay, so next. I want a little piece of hydrangea in here. So you know my white one that I keep cutting down? These little guys, these are the high-end guys. Sometimes when you're only using little pieces, like there's a little piece of it, it pays to put it in. Glue strings everywhere. So just get a couple little pieces rather than the cheaper ones, and this design will look like $1 million. I think it's worth it to spend the money when you're doing a really cool design like this. So there's places you can save, like with the Ruscus. But then there's some that you spend a little more, like these $5 a stem. Oh, excuse me, but that's not bad. It really isn't. But I think the bunny was probably like $8 or $10. I don't know, something like that. And then of course we've got almost, with tax, probably $9 in the dish. So that's where you're spending your money. But look at, just take a few pieces off. Look at, didn't even affect this that much. And that's all you need to add that little touch. And that's going to go right above his back. And I need to use my, bring it back over. You need to use these to get it seated in there a little lower. You got to watch with, if you're using the picking machine and you're trying to get it seated in there, sometimes you will end up slicing your hand. So you got to be careful. Got to be careful. But look how cute it is with a little piece of hydrangea there. I like it. Okay, so that's all we need of that. Next, we're going to use these guys. These guys, oh, love them. We cut off all these tags everywhere, because there's a lot of tags on this one. These were Laura Ashley. What a pretty design. I mean, what a pretty flower. She's got some really pretty stems. Okay, so we're not going to use the big ones because they're just a little too big. But look at this size. Aren't those wonderful? Perfect for this little arrangement. So we're going to cut a few of these down and put these right on in. I'm going to put a little bend on this one so it bends down toward the bunny. Let me show you. So we're just going to have it come right from behind the hydrangea and bend over. And of course, when you're displaying this, it's going to be this way. So you need things to come out and kind of show that way. Otherwise, everything's straight in front. So that's why I kind of put him on an angle on this. So pay attention to that if you do this design. Don't make everything come out this side. Don't have everything face out this side. You want things to kind of come and face out this way so that it makes sense when you put it on your table. Okay, so there's our first one. Where's the other little guy? This is a little one. He has a big stem on him. Do those have it? Yep, I guess so. Okay, so this little guy is going to come low. So again, little bend, little half bend on it. Trying to stab me in the gut again, it is. These long stems. This one we're going to bring right out here, right out in front. Not too far out, but we want it to kind of hug this other group of flowers here and kind of hug the bunny a little bit. Right like that. Right like that. Easy. Easy, you guys. You can do this. Okay. Now we need a bud. So see these beautiful buds? The color on these is just terrific. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? No, I love them. I love them. They're so good. They're so good. So this guy, and this I'm going to put a bend on because not only do I want it to come out, I want it to bend toward that side that we're viewing again, but kind of over the bunny's head a little bit. So that one is going to be right there. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you guys. Look at how easy. What do you guys think? Is this easy? I hope it's easy for you. I mean, for me, I think about flowers in my sleep, I tell you. But to teach it, it's like, if you just break it down each step, it's not hard. And what's funny is I hope when you go into boutiques or any place that sells these kind of designs, you're going to look at them different, aren't you? Aren't you guys going to look at them different? Because like, I go into them, like one of my favorite is in Rockland Pottery World. Pam, you know that store, my favorite. I go in there just to dream and get ideas, and I look at it, I'm like, I can make that, I can make that, I can make that. So I'm like, I've got my phone and I'm like taking pictures because I'm like, I gotta remember that design, I gotta make that, that's cool. So even though I have a lot of imagination as far as florals, sometimes I see other designers' designs, I'm like, I wanna make that. That is really cool. Okay, so we're gonna put some of these little buds in because they just look adorable. Because, you know, when you have flowers growing, they grow at different, they're at different stages in their life, I guess you could say. So I don't want to have just all the big ones in one little bud. I want some actual little tiny buds in here, just to add interest. So I put one there, and we have one over here. Ta-da! But I'm thinking, do I need one more? Did I put 3? I did put 3. So I'm going to put one more coming out the side here. So let me grab another. I'm decimating this bush. I'm so sad. I love this. I've got to find more. I don't know. I may have to head to Chico tomorrow. We'll see. So let's get one more in here. Now on that one, I put it on this side, but I think I'm going to put it over here. So let's see how that looks. Right up by the bunny. Oh, I think that's kind of cute. So right here. There you go. All right, I see words coming up. Let's see. Oh, Patsy, yes. If you are going to California and you're going to be in the Sacramento area, go to Pottery World in Rockland, and I hope they have their spring displays up, because that place, I've done some lives there if you guys have seen them. That place, I mean, Christmas is off the hook. It is amazing. I didn't get to see it this Christmas. I didn't get up there, but they have like a Christmas open house with, they have carolers dressed in the big velvet dresses and the bonnets, and they have chestnuts roasting on an open fire. They have the whole thing. It is so, it's an experience, even though it is a store, but it's massive too. But it is something to see, and their displays are over the top. It's probably the closest thing to going to market that you can get to, you know. Hi, Colette. Yes, yes, Wilhelmina, I'm using the platter I bought yesterday. Oh, Pam, thank you. Frenchie, yes. In fact, we may have to just meet in Sacramento with Pam and I'll go and have lunch there. They have a cafe, too, in this place. It's wonderful. Jamie, I love this. Great. Oh, Deanna, Big Lots is going out. Yeah, Big Lots is. I don't even know if they're still open here in Redding. But yeah, they're going out of business. Did anyone hear that Joann's is closing? Someone fill me in on that, because if they are, you guys, we all need to run and get our willow wreaths before they're done. It's the best place to get willow wreaths, those woven ones. Stacy, how pricey are picking machines? They're between $200 and $300. That's this beauty right here. Yes, but they're worth their weight in gold, and I mean, this one, almost 40 years old. I'm telling you, they take care of them, take a hair dryer, blow the crumbs out, keep them clean, and they'll last, I think, forever, honestly. Oh, thank you, Becky. Patsy, long drive to Chico for you. I'll check out where Party World is. You haven't lived in Marysville since 2018. Yeah, I go right through Marysville when I go from Redding to, like, Rockland, Roseville area, so. Jamie, Patsy, Pam. I'm getting behind in comments, you guys. I gotta look over here. Kimberly, I think the bunny was from maybe Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but not this year, so it's just a small bunny. I don't have any more in here, or I'd tell you exactly. It looks like it's about a 6-inch, 7-inch bunny. Tracy, aren't they pretty, those flowers? Oh my goodness. Hi, Pat. Thanks for coming on and watching. Danae's like, I don't watch games. No way. Anyway, so I'm hoping I'm seeing all. If I miss a comment, because it goes quick, and I glance over. Hi, Amber. Just repeat it a couple times, and then hopefully I'll see it. And I try to answer when I get off. So anyway. Okay, so we're at that point. Now I think what we need to add, I've got 2 things. Let's show you that. I have these. That one's really going crazy. So I use these in the first one. Shall I use them in the second? What do you think? It's kind of a nice little added texture. And you can kind of look. I'm going to bring this up close so you can really see them. It's hard far away. And then you guys can vote and tell me what you think. Does it really need them? Here he is. But you see them right there and there. They're kind of recessed here and there. I think there's another one. Oh yeah, there's one kind of hiding back over here. So what do you think about those? Shall we include those in this one? Yes or no? Say yes on the thistle. I think it's a thistle. Or no, thistle. Vote now. Tell me what to do. Valerie, no. Some things will be glued at the very end, but so far I've been using my stemming machine. Deborah says yes, this time. Adds texture. Kathy, yes, adds texture. Anybody else? You guys, give me some votes. And hopefully you're seeing that well. It's kind of hard. I'm standing to the side. Kind of hard to see what you're seeing. So, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to come around here now so I can see your votes. Valerie says yes. Frenchie, I like the thistle, more texture. Jamie says yes. Carol says yes. Wilhelmina says yes. Danae says yes. Pam says yes. Jennifer, yes. I think the yeses are going to have it. Tracy Scott Designs, yes. Kim from Newport. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Kim says yes. Nidra says yes. Hi, Nidra. Grace. Hi, Grace. Yes. Nancy. Yes, please. Love that, you guys. Kim, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Kim, so much. So, okay. Martha, yes. Hi, Martha. Thanks for coming on and watching today. Awesome, you guys. Isn't it funny how that other design, and I mean, it was similar, it was springy, but it was like, we don't need it. It was like, that was the cone, remember the wire cone, which I have to list. It kind of just like, it was too much. But with this, it does add a nice little pop of lavender, but very subtle, so it doesn't take away from everything else. But the texture and the size and the shape is perfect. It just adds the perfect little accent. And you gotta look at that. You know, you gotta love it too. Sharon, yes, very airy, yes. And I like that, how so it's pretty dense, and then when you add those elements, they come up and out, and it adds airiness. Even though it's dense and covering the foam, which I like to do, you know, I like to do that. When you start bringing things out like this, it does. It creates that airiness that we like. So let's add a few of these. And I just love the color too. These are at Hobby Lobby. They still sell them today. They're a little pricey. Well, this was $5, but I bought a few dozen of these when I bought them. Now the prices are more. So, and now they're only 40% off. I'm still sad about that. It's like, Hobby Lobby, come on, give us our 50 back, or give us our coupons, right? Who wants their coupons to come back? I know I do. I used to use those on all kinds of things, because there are things that don't go on sale there, so. All right, let's try that. Let's try that for a start. And let's get some of these in here. Here we go. So we need one back in here, but I do love that these peek out of the arrangement and just create another texture, like you guys said. You guys hit it on the head. The texture, the airiness, all the things. It does it. Okay. So there's one, and look how cute. And the stems are good. The stems are kind of like flocked. So they look real, I think. I really like them. So let's see. I cannot find that baby's breath to save my life. Wilhelmina, I will tag it in comments when I'm done. Colette, try Michael's. Danae, I do. Yeah, so this baby's breath, I mean, what was it? I tagged it in the cone. I put a link in the cone. I think it's 10 or 11 bucks. I've already cut a lot of this bush off though. Well, there's two here. I'm sorry. I lied. I've cut a ton off of both of these, so I brought both of these to the table. Let me see if I can find a new one so you guys can appreciate it. Here's a new one. Okay, so they come in a sleeve. Do you see how big this bush is? Greenery Market. Yes, it's like 10 or 12 bucks. But I can do like 3 or 4 designs with this because you just need touches of it. It is wonderful. And each branch You can cut down and get like almost 3 pieces out of each branch. It's worth every penny, you guys. It looks so natural. It is yummy. It's a yummy branch. There's not a lot of branches I call yummy, but that is one of them. I love it. So let me get these guys in for you. Keep talking flowers and stems because it's my jam. It's just what I do. Let's put one in there. So I'm just going to broadcast these here and there. I'm not going to do a ton. I don't want to go overboard with them, but we need a few. Let's put this up a little further. So there's 3. Let's have one more down in front here. Actually, yeah, put it on this side. Hugging down there, so I don't need these. I think we can go overboard, but do you see how that just created that light, airy look with them like peeking out on the tops? And I've got the one down here, which adds a little texture by the bunny. That is a good stem to use, you guys. It's wonderful in wreaths too, if you're doing spring wreaths. I will probably use, thank you for the hearts, I will probably use all of these elements in the wreath that I'm going to make that complements it. So, because can't you see this as a wreath? I can make a wreath, well, I'm going to put the sign in, but this would be beautiful to put a bunny like this in the wreath too. So, if you don't have the sign, which those signs are a few years old too, because I stock up, you could put a bunny or any Easter sign you could find. So, okay, those are done. Let's see, these are done. So I can get these off my table. The next thing we need to do is some fern. But before we do fern, I didn't put these in the last one. These little roses that I bought yesterday, do we need a few white roses in, or should we just stick with what we have going now? What do you guys think? Roses, yes. Or you're going over the cliff, Kathy. Rein it in. Rein it in, Rainey. Bring it back. What do you think? Yes on the roses, no on the roses. Vote now and tell me what you think. Should I add them? Or should we keep them out? What do you think if I tucked a few in here and there? Yay or nay? Tell me what you think. And I guess I should point this how it points. Sharon, no. Deborah, love it. Yeah, Kim, isn't it pretty? Baby's Breath, I love it. So pretty. Yes, Kim, coupons come back, please. Please. Kim, can't wait to see the wreath. Carol says yes on the roses. Connie says yes. Pam says no. Nidra says yes. Interesting. We're getting a mix. Valerie says yes. Rosalva says on the bottom. Okay. Dee says, Adam, I like them. I love these roses, by the way. I love them. I need about 50 bushes of these. And then the more I see them, I want to use them in my wedding series because, I mean, oh my, seriously, and they have the little buds. I'm thinking like, you know, corsages, boutonnieres, so much I can do with these. The bridal bouquet with a lot more things in it. Anyway, I'll stop now. Colette, yes. Danae, yes. Martha, yes. Susan, yes. Deborah, yes. Frenchie says try them out first. Becky says yes. Nancy says she likes them. It might brighten it up, you know? And then I may have to add them into the other one because I'm looking at it. And I mean, here it is done. So you can see it. We're at this stage. We don't have the fern or anything. Here it is completed. So when you see it like this, it's like, do you think a little white would look good in it? So I think we should try it, right? I did this right before I came on. So I'm like, then I found that white when I went out to get some more of the flowers to show you what I had picked up yesterday at TJ. I'm like, I need to bring some white to the table. I see a lot of hearts. Thank you guys. Wilhelmine says, not sure about the roses. I was thinking small tulips. Oh, tulips would be pretty. I have no tulips yet. I have them, but I haven't brought them over. So, but these are so small, these might be good. So you guys, let's try them. Let's try them. Shall we try them in the finished design first? Because you don't see the green in here. Do you guys agree? I want to see some hearts. So we'll try them in the finished one because I don't have the fern in this one yet. See how the colors just really change? Can you see that, hopefully? Okay, let's try them in that one. I'll put this one aside, because that's how you'll really get a good feel for it, is if it's a completed one that has all the elements. So I'm just going to stick a few in. We're just going to cascade a few of these here and there. And they're kind of pretty, I'm just saying. I think I like them. Let's see, I want to find some of the buds too. Here's a bud. Oh, I'm cutting them apart. I hate that. Thank you. I see them. I see those coming up. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I like the color and all, but I'm wondering if they're too heavy. If it distracts from, like, where do I put these? Maybe toward the bottom here. Someone said the bottom. I am torn. I'm going to pick this one in because you cannot see it on the bottom because it'll sit on the tray and it needs to come up off the tray a little bit. Where is that foam? So maybe just a couple in here. And one more little piece. I'm going to cut this apart because we need one little rosebud by itself. It's kind of cute. Okay, so just a few little pieces so you can see it, but it does add, it does brighten it. It's like I need that music, dun dun dun, because you guys can't see what I'm doing. But you will if you join my creative coaching. Just saying. It's coming. Okay, come on. Okay, there's with a couple pieces of white. What do you think about that? Too much? Or, yeah, gotta have them. What do you guys think? Now you can vote. Do you like the white? And can you see where I put it? So there's two up here. There's one right there. There's a couple over here. And there's the little guy, which I like right there. So, what do you think? Oh, Sharon, I like that idea. Do one with and one without. Kim loves the roses too. The tulips would be so pretty if I had small tulips with me right now. Yes, Kim, those were from Home Goods yesterday. Kim, drum roll, I like that. Okay, let's try that, you guys. Gotta have them, I love it. Dee loves them. Colette says yes. It does kind of brighten it a little bit. So now that those are set, how about I go back over and I'll add the fern and the baby's breath, and then we can see them side by side with and without, with all the elements in. What do you think about that? Pam's on the fence, and I am too. Like I said, sometimes less is more. Yes, and Patsy, yes. So I feel the buds are perfect, but I think this is too heavy. Or if we could take these and maybe just put, let me show you one. I think the clusters of two might be too much, but look if you just have one here and there. See the one? Is that better? Do you like that better? And then where else do I have two? This big guy is two. But what if I just had the bud? So this I think might be a little bit better. One full and 3 buds, although that's a lot of buds. Do I have, I think I have a few left in there. And this guy isn't cooperating, so I'm going to cut him back. And spread out the fern and the baby's breath a little bit. So look at when we adjust that a little bit. So now I just have the buds instead of 2 of the big bulky ones, or 1 of the big. I have 1 bulky one here, and then you see the buds. How do you guys like that? I think it's a better look. It's not congested. It's a nice light accent so that you don't see all pink flowers. I think it's a good look. Kind of draws the baby's breath in a little bit more. What do you guys think? Like with the less white. Looks beautiful. Yes, Jennifer says, like that better. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, maybe just the buds. Kim, I agree. Nidra says it looks great. So I think we're in agreement, definitely, that less is more. And it's good for you guys to see that process when you're learning. And some of you aren't learning, some of you are pros. But I'm telling you, it's like you think, oh, I need those too. And you want to put clumps of them in. But sometimes you put clumps and it just weighs. Thank you for the hearts. It weighs down the arrangement. It makes it just like too much. So it also raises your costs too. So I think this is what we're going to go with. I like a few little buds in there. I wish that they sold just the buds. Not that I don't like the roses, but the buds are so sweet. But there's a few more in here, so we can do them in the other one too. Patsy says she loves it. Pam, love the buds. It's lighter. Yes. Tracy, yes. Do you just glue the bunny to the platter? Wilhelmina, no. My little magic strips that are coming to my Etsy tomorrow. They are so secure. Glue will pop. This is finished wood. It's not raw, so it's very slick. The bottom of the bunny is slick, so you're going to end up with it popping if you use glue. And same with the Styrofoam. Grace says yes. Martha, it looks lovely. Nice. Marilyn, beautiful. Thank you, Marilyn. And Kim says it makes it look more airy. Carol, so pretty. Thank you, Carol. Okay, so I think we're in agreement. We're going to do this. So let me go ahead. Now these I will glue in because I can't get them all down there. That one I did. Let me get him back in there. I just pulled it out. But some of these I couldn't get all the way to the foam. So we'll use our hot glue. And has anybody done this before? Just because you have a glue gun in the cradle doesn't mean you got to take it out of the cradle. Just pull the trigger and hold your stem underneath it. It works fine. Otherwise, you're constantly taking it off and on the cradle, and that makes me crazy. So all I do is, can you guys see that? Pull the trigger and run this underneath the tip. And then you can put the glue right where you need it. I don't have a glue pot at my table. They wig me out because I'm always afraid my granddaughters are going to pull them over. And just makes it easier. Okay, so there's those two and that one. So all we added was four. I didn't glue the one in right above his back. And this one kind of goes right into the hydrangea. Don't be afraid to push something right into another element. It looks kind of cool. Makes it look like a wildflower little area growing. So there they are installed, and then let's finish up the other one. Let's do it. Okay, I'll put this back. Oops, there goes my power strip. It's going to unplug everything on me. Okay, let's see. Yes, Carol. So this area here, I would put the little foil wrapped eggs, chocolate eggs, and use it as a little candy tray. How cute. And the perfect gift, I'm telling you, for Easter. Take it to a hostess's house or someone, if you have to give a little gift, someone in a nursing home. Oh my goodness, look at, because it's not that big, and then you put little candies if they can have candy. But I just think of all the different things you can do with this little tray. Okay. Kim has the same glue gun, love it. Don't you? I love that. And I have that in my Amazon store. They were on sale, I think in December, for like 12 bucks. What a deal. Yes, you would lay 2 pretty painted eggs in the tray. That would be beautiful. Oh my gosh, you know they have the ceramic eggs? Oh, so pretty. Doesn't have to be candy. Valerie says, love it. Beautiful. Yes, I am self-taught, Kim. I am totally self-taught. It's all in my mind. And people are like, how can you be self-taught? I think it's like people that like write music. It's in your head. It's just, I don't know, it's part of me. I've always done flowers. I love them. Now, I will say, my mom had a flower shop growing up, but I was little, so I did not do flowers in her shop. And it was closed by the time I was like in 5th or 6th grade. So I didn't do flowers at the shop ever. She had it, but my grandmother designed before her, my mom, and me, and none of us are trained. It's just, we look at it and go, I could make that. And so, anyway, I just love flowers. Okay, let's finish up this guy. Here's our half done arrangement. And now I will add, let me go ahead and add these guys while I'm thinking about it. I'll try to get them in the same spot as this one, because it's a good thing to have some consistency. They'll be a little bit different, but not much. So, and then I can put these little guys aside and be done with them. But I may have to, some of these I've got to glue in, and I need some more support for them. So I need 3 buds. Give me one more bud. Oh, there's one more. I used all the buds. I used all the buds. I love the buds. Okay. So we'll get rid of those. And these are going to go in, but in a few minutes. Let's get, I'll let you guys kind of check that out while I add some of this fern. So we need some big pieces that we can put in. And I do like to pick these in too so that they stay. Toward the end I'll glue some in the front, but we need some height too with them. So let's get a few of these in here that are peeking up the top. Peeking out the top. It's such a pretty look. The fern really changes this too. This really, even though it's getting denser, it softens it and makes it look more airy when you have the movement of this fern. So don't skimp, because I know the fern is expensive, but don't skimp on it because it really makes your arrangement. A lot of people are like, it gets too much to add little elements like that, but that's the difference between a really good arrangement and one that's just so-so. You want to use some good stuff in there. All right. Turn this guy around a little bit so I can see where it's landing. Pam, how's the game going? What's the score? Who's winning? Update us, because I'm in here. I'm not stuck in here. I almost said stuck. I'm not stuck because I love doing this. But I know Bob's in there watching it. I told him, pop your head in and give us a score, but he hasn't. He's just probably having too much fun watching it, so. But what is the score? Yes, Sharon, the green highlights it, definitely. I love this. Oh, Becky, thank you so much. Yeah, it's in the genes, I think. I think it is. You know, some people are born to do certain things. It's God's gift. It really is. I feel that way. You know, and this, even though I had a different career, I feel like this is what I was meant to do. And that's why I have so much fun with it. I love it. Never get tired of it. This has never worked when I'm like, oh, I got to do a live. It's not, oh, I got to do a live. I'm like, I get to do a live. I get to do a live. I say that with a lot of things, you guys. We get to work. Some people can't work. We get to get old. Don't forget that. We get to get old. Some people don't get to get old. It's just my philosophy in life. And I think if you think of life that way, you'll be a happier person. Seriously. Think about it. It just makes sense. We get to get old and we get to work. And this isn't work for me, so just saying. But yeah, I turned 60 last year. Gonna be 61, but I'm proud of that. I get to be 60. And I think, and if you haven't followed me for a long time, I did have stage 4 cancer when I was 30 years old, you guys. I beat it. So when I say I get to be 60, I get to be 60. I really didn't even think I was going to see my kids grow up. So that was amazing. It's amazing. So I've had, you know, people ask me, don't you want to get like your eyes done? Or I'm like, no. I get to have the wrinkles. I get to have the bags. I am proud to see it because I didn't think I would ever see myself grow old. 30 is a young age to have a disease like that. But anyway, and if you are battling, don't ever give up. Don't listen to the doctors, because I didn't. I wouldn't be here if I listened to my doctors. So anyway, that's my philosophy. Well, let me try to get this one picked in. Right over here. So yep, we get to get old, we get to work, we get to do all the things. It's a privilege. Okay, I need a piece. Need a little more fern. I probably went a little too fern happy on this one, but I'm loving it. I need a little piece right in front. Don't you love this fern too, because it's variegated? There's real light pieces, there's real dark pieces. It's amazing. Michael, bring it back. Although I have it coming in to sell, but still. Michael's had wonderful. Okay, so there's a little bit of fern in it. See how it just makes it come to life, and then you got the movement of all the fern. It just aeries it up a little bit, right? Definitely. Okay. Comments? Valerie, 78. Right on. You get to be 78. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie, so whose birthday is it? I'm looking. Happy birthday. Or are you talking about mine from last year? I turned 60 in June. Let's see. Oh, today was Wilhelmina's 61st birthday. Happy birthday, Wilhelmina. So I'll be 61 in June. So we're the same age. I like that. Happy, happy birthday. Yeah, Martha, it is true. People die young and don't ever get the chance. So we got to take what we get. Go Chiefs. Pam, did you? Kathy, 71 retired. Pam, Chiefs, 13-6, halftime. Go Texas. Patsy, the fern really softened it. I like that. Yeah, everybody. I wish you guys were all in the room. We'd all sing happy birthday to Wilhelmina right now. So, nice. So, a lot of happy birthdays to you, Wilhelmina. Hopefully I can see them coming up. So, okay. I'm going to turn this sideways and do a little more fern on the side, and then we'll incorporate that baby spread. A little bit in the back. Even though we're not making the back look perfect, I want a little bit of fern back there. Just so it doesn't look like the fern is only in the front and then it just stops. I think that would be, it'd be a little weird, wouldn't it? So let's cut this piece in half and make it shorter. So this was a long piece of fern, one single piece. Have you guys done this? Here's another tip or trick. Cut it in half right where these leaves start. So I know that's kind of weird, but now look at when you put it together. It's a bushier piece of fern to fill in the little areas in the back. So cut the single pieces in half and make them thicker, especially if you do not need the length, but you need the bulk, which is what I'm doing for the back. You will use less product, I guess you could say. So let's do that again. If you've never done it, I do it all the time in the back. So I'm going to cut the tip off of this, right where these leaves are. Boom. Now I have this weird piece and this piece, but look, when we put them together, it makes a bushier short piece that I can fill into little areas that need to be filled in. So try it, I think you'll like it. It's what I do anyway. And then I end up with a few little pieces back here. You find that foam, the elusive foam, when it gets to the end of the arrangement, it's so hard to find. There it is. And this one's a little too long, so I'll snip that guy. And then I think I'm going to glue a few pieces in here and there, just to finish it off. And then I need a piece on the side. I can see a hole. Just a few to make it look nice. And that did not work. So let's start that over. Because it happens. It happens. Couple more pieces and we'll be done. Then we can put in our baby's breath, which I want to show you, because it's when you put that in, it just like totally changes it. Okay, I need another little piece out the side. It's like, and make sure, like I'm looking at this angle. When you're doing arrangements like this may end up on a coffee table. You don't know what kind of, maybe a buffet where you're sitting at the dining room table, so it's up a little higher. You need to take it and look at it at this height and make sure that down below here you're not seeing foam. So trust me, I did it early on. It's like I would set it somewhere or give it to someone and be carrying it and go, oh, I see foam. So check it from all angles, even at a low angle, so that you don't end up in that predicament. So. And I see foam over here. So let's put a few more pieces in here. This will kind of bring that together. Now this one I'm using I'm just about going through 2 of these picks of foam, but I think it's necessary. I probably need to add a little more to the back of that one to make it look good. Okay, a little piece showing there. And this fern fans out and it covers it really well. And one more piece here and then I'll be done. One more piece, you guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. I think this will be it. Then we can move on. Because I don't know how to do a short tutorial. I always say, I'm going to be done in an hour. Like, I come in here, I get everything ready, and I was in here, you know, a couple hours before working on that prototype. And Bob's like, how long today? I go, I don't think it'll be an hour. Yeah, right. He's like, and he says that, yeah, right. He goes, I'll see you in 2. I'm like, I'll try to be quicker. Trying. You can't rush art, you guys. You cannot rush art. Okay, so now, lost it. Love the fern. Yes, Kim, very important to hide the foam. Nidra, 83 in February. Your guys, I take a photo design. I love it, and I've learned so much. Oh, I am so glad. You are never too old to learn. Ever, ever, ever. I love that. 83. I'm really hoping I'm still doing this at 83. I think I will be. Yes, and Kim, the scraps. So, do you see how I have scraps here? Especially these little guys. And there's some right here. These will go in my scrap box. Because I do designs off camera, and I'm like, okay, I have those that I can use in there and not break into another stem or bush, you know? Very important. Okay, so now that that's in, now the fern's in, I can add the little roses, and then we can add a little bit of the baby's breath. Not much, just a few sprigs. But let's go ahead and get these guys in. Let's see, this needs to be a little shorter because it's going to go right into that hydrangea. And when I say right into it, just like part it with your fingers and push it in. It'll glue into the hydrangea and it'll look amazing. I think some people are afraid to touch their elements once they go in, but if you do and you glue it in there, it looks really natural, like it grew out from between, right? So that's my suggestion anyway. Okay, let's do a little one over here. And one over here. We just need a couple. Oh, I like that. Thinking, do we need one over there? Nope, that would be too much like bookends. Okay. Alrighty. With the little roses, I think you guys called it. It needed the little pop of rosebuds. We have one full size right here, which kind of pulls them in, like it's not just all rosebuds growing. There is an older rose in here, like they grow naturally. So I like to do that. But with the little ones, it's a good thing. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Nidra. So Sharon will be 70 with your twin. Nice, on the 10th. That's awesome. 70. 10 years, I'll be there. I get to be there. That's what I say. Tell everyone, you get to be this. It's funny how some people are like, I don't want to tell my age. You get to be that age. It's a privilege. It really is. Okay, so like I told you when I showed you this earlier, we are going to cut this down, and you just go, you figure like, I want the top here, right? I'm going to cut it exactly at the next little branch that comes off. So now look at this one piece turned into two pieces. So that's how you make a bush like this go further, especially when you're spending $10, $12 on one bush. So in this, I think I can get picked in toward the back there. So I love the movement of this though. It's a wonderful, wonderful bush. So there's a little piece. I gotta show you just putting one in. Look at how it changes it. See the movement of that? Look how pretty. It's just very subtle, but it softens the whole arrangement. I love it. I love it. Favorite baby's breath ever. Favorite, or dip, whatever you want to call it. So here's another piece that we can put in. And I'm just going to break that one in two because we need some height. We need some right in the middle. It's going to really hang out over the whole arrangement. If I can find the phone. There we go. And it's okay if it droops forward. It is totally okay. Look at that. Do you see that piece right here? Just wobble it around. Perfect. Perfect. I like it. Let's grab another piece we can cut down. Do it again. Ooh, that's a really tall one. Let's weave that in here. I'm going to turn it backwards. It's going too far forward, so turn the stem around and it won't droop quite as much. But enough. Definitely enough. Ah, perfect. Okay. Talking to myself again, you guys. I see stars. Pam, thank you for the stars. Made my day. Stars are good. It helps me keep doing what I'm doing. It makes Bob happy. No. He's like, make some money. I go, I'm trying. But I sold another Highland cow last night. So the Highland cow went off. Bob went and shipped for me. And he worked with me packing because I'm a stickler on packaging. Because I just want them to arrive perfectly. And so he's like, I can package it for you. And he did a really good job. So he packaged and he shipped, which was awesome. He goes, I'll just run to UPS while you're in there on the live. So he is my shipping department now. So I'm very grateful. Very grateful. Okay, let's do one down below. We're almost there, you guys. Almost there. One more, and I think we'll have had it. Let's see. Come on, do what I want you to do. Right? You guys ever talk to your stems? Cooperate, please. There we go. I like it. You guys, I think we got it. Let's take a look. We have two. They are very similar. What am I missing? Oh, one more of those. That one's kind of recessed. Let's see if I have another bud. Do I? I may have used them all. I did, I used them all. That one I just put down further. I need to take this. It's funny, I look at something, I'm like, there's something missing. This needed to be taller, so I'm going to lengthen it with my stemming machine. Because I want it to stick out of the arrangement a little bit more. I recessed it too much, and I don't care for it. So we're going to bring it up. There we go. It needed that one little piece of height. So there we go. We have two. We have two. Thank you guys for helping me build the second and adding to the first. So there they are. What do you guys think? Are we going to try it? I want someone to try this arrangement because I think it's pretty simple. It's probably not beginners, but if you've been watching me a while or just really study this tutorial, you'll be able to do it. I'm telling you. Makes a fabulous gift. Fabulous decoration. I mean, just amazing for Easter. And spring. Doesn't have to be just Easter either because there's a bunny on it. Now, you could also put a bird. You could put anything or no whimsical creature at all on it. So don't think just because you have this, you have to do that. Think about, here's an idea for you. And I don't know if anybody else thought about this. I don't want the bunny. I'm like, I'm not into animals. Or I don't want bunnies. I don't want birds or anything. So you have a large, if you don't have this, you'd have to fill in some fern where the bunny was, you know, to cover the foam. But what if you put a votive candle here? Wouldn't that be pretty with no bunny? Just like a mercury glass or even just clear. A really pretty candle would be beautiful on this tray with the floral arrangement. So don't think because I use a bunny you have to. Think of other ways you can do this tray and put some other type of item in front, or build the whole tray out. If you want it to be a full arrangement, you could. But sometimes it's nice just to have a half arrangement. So thank you, Grace. Yeah, and adding candy eggs. I love that. Make the bunny removable. Yes, you could just absolutely just set him in the tray. And then when Easter's over, if you wanted to take this into summer, add a candle. You could add some more like maybe blues, maybe some golds like marigolds or something like cosmos that are yellow or gold, so that you could take it all the way through summer. Because these aren't necessarily just a spring flower, so if you add the other colors in, I think it would be good and you could go further with it. Yes, Pam, a nest with a bird would be so cute. Oh, Kim, your stemming machine broke. Oh, that is a bummer. Let's see. Thank you, Pam, for the stars. Colette loves it. Wilhelmina loved them. Martha beautiful. Jamie beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Valerie hearts. Nancy loves them. Tracy loves it. The baby's breath. Can't talk. The baby's breath is Greenery Market, and when I get off of here, I will put a link so you guys can go buy it because this is like wonderful. I need to buy another dozen bunches because I will be using this all spring and summer. And actually, I used it in Christmas too. All year round, you could use this. It's a wonderful accent that just adds lightness and movement to your arrangements. Yeah, roses are a June flower you cannot build on. Never thought of using the flock bunny in that way. Yeah, it's like there's all kinds of things you can do with those little flock guys. And if you don't like the flock, because some people like a ceramic bunny, you could set a ceramic bunny on here. They have the little chicks, or like just some eggs, some ceramic eggs, or whichever hand-painted eggs, like that was mentioned. So many ideas for this kind of a tray design. I love it. This is a favorite spring design to do, but I mean, you could do this in the fall with pumpkins. Maybe we'll do it in the fall, so I can show you how you can translate it into another season. So you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. So I hope this was fun for you guys today. I enjoyed it. Now I have 2 designs done that I can throw into my Etsy. So anyway, maybe I'll try to find some eggs and display it with some eggs for some pictures. So thank you for the hearts, you guys. And remember, if you haven't already, my creative coaching group, Inside the Barn, because we're Big Barn Blooms, is going to be starting soon. We're getting there. We're still dealing with the camera issue. I'm sorry. I did have an idea. You guys could comment. You know, I know that a lot of you that are on the list to join. And it is going to be, you know, one of the more inexpensive ones to join. But I thought of just starting in the group, because we're going to have a private Facebook group and videos that will be on YouTube that use all the fancy stuff. So we could just start, and I could do a bunch of lives in there. I've got all these designs stacking up that I want to teach you. But anyway, we're just stuck on this one technical problem right now. We're trying to work out. So hopefully. But if you guys are interested and you haven't yet, send me a DM and get on the list. And then when I'm ready to send out that information, you'll be the first to know. So Patty, you're welcome. Wilhelmina, you're welcome. Karen, thank you. Tracy, thank you. So did I get all your little comments and questions? Thank you, Danae. Patsy, and thanks. We enjoyed having you on too. You're welcome, Frenchie. Valerie, you're welcome. Oh, yes. Who said that? Carol. Okay. The chocolate bunny with the butterfly. He's in the other room. Do you want to see the container I'm going to use? He's going to be a big design. He's probably going to be one of the biggest Easter designs. You guys want to see it? Who wants to see it? Show me some hearts. You want to see the container I'm going to use? Because I think it's going to be amazing. I couldn't decide between a basket and this one, but I think I'm going to use this one. Danae saying, welcome aboard, newcomer. You're most definitely love, Kathy. Oh, thank you, Danae. Okay, I see the hearts, so let me show you. I got to move some stuff. But, because I threw some stuff in here. But, can you see the chocolate bunny in this? Right? I could use a basket, so I'm still kind of on the fence. But I thought, build this up with the chocolate bunny. I want to use some of the blue hydrangeas. I want to use some tulips. He would stand about this tall, and then this would explode with florals. What do you guys think? Or is it too rustic? But I just think it screams. You know how some of the bunny molds are this kind of a metal? This is a metal. I love this container, and it's big enough for him. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Danae gave me hearts. Patsy says, yes, perfect. Carol, yes, please. You guys were talking about seeing it. It will be gorgeous. Thank you, Frenchie. Oh, wow. It would be awesome. Yeah, I think this would be amazing. It would be a massive arrangement. I don't even know if I could ship it, but I've got to do it. Because I saw this, and I was like, yeah, this is for that bunny. So, and there's only one bunny, so unless I find some more at Home Goods. But I thought this would be amazing. Look at all those hearts. Awesome, you guys. All right. So this will probably be for the bunny. This will be coming up, but I've got to spend some time figuring it out. I think tomorrow we'll do the wreath that matches this guy. So I'll work on that, and we'll probably go live in the afternoon, maybe a little later in the afternoon, because I got to build a prototype, and I got to put some time aside to list. I got to do my work so I can sell them, because my house is looking like a florist. It's filling up. So Danae, most definitely would be perfect for the bunny. Kim loves it. Martha, perfect container. Jennifer, I love it. Hearts and bunnies. Love the rustic love. Right. So Anidra says it'll be perfect. Carol, maybe a little piece of, oh, wouldn't that be cute? A little piece of pickle fence. I love that. Grace said absolutely beautiful. Awesome. I think it will be. I'm tempted to go run in the other room and get it, but I'll show it to you tomorrow when we're doing the wreath. So, anyway, picket fence, yes. Picket fence, you know, they sell the little white. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute in there. Seriously. Oh, so good. Okay. All right, I better get off here. I got some more work to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for coming on and hanging with me today while we built these. So, and thanks for all the help with the decisions as usual. Hi Tina from Washington State. Welcome. Thanks for coming on. And if you guys already have it, make sure you're following me. Go to the top of my page. If it says liked, go to those 3 little dots to the other side of that. Hit them and it'll drop down. It'll say follow. You can hit the follow button. Make sure you're following me. By the way, one more thing and then we'll go. I tagged @followers like I do every day. It didn't let me do it. So did anybody get the message from Facebook that Kathy tagged you? Anybody? Because it wouldn't let me do it, and I don't know why. So I've got to message Facebook and go, hey, what happened to my @followers tag? Why did you not let it highlight? So, but there's been a lot of activity on my page. You guys, did you see? I went over 15,000 followers. Now I'm almost at 16. I had in one day I had almost 1,000 followers, new followers. So thank you guys for all your views and everything. I'm going to post my stats because I almost cried last night. I'm almost at 1 million views for 28 days. 1 million views. I was like, what? Never had that happen. So it's working. Hanging out here with you guys, all the comments, all the shares, everything is working. Because I read more into the analytics, and apparently you don't just have like the comments you guys do. The hearts matter, the shares, all of the whole package, and it's working. It's amazing. So, no, I'm seeing no. So thank you, Jennifer. So I got to figure out, yeah, no one got it. So I'm like, oh no, but I mean, I'm glad you guys found the live. So thank you, Renaissance Wreaths. Kim, thank you. So yeah, I'm excited about that, but I want to make sure you guys get notified. Make sure you're following me, and I'm going to work with Facebook and find out what's going on. So anyway, all right, third time maybe. I'm going to sign off now. Everybody's saying no, they didn't get it. I didn't think you guys got it. So Martha did. So that is just so weird, you guys. Thanks, Martha. So I don't know. So we'll hope tomorrow. No, tomorrow will be later in the afternoon. I'm thinking probably 4 is when I'll go live tomorrow. So I'm signing off again, guys. Thank you for all of your engagement today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Make it a good Saturday. It's Saturday. Yay! All right, guys. I will see you later. And I'll post pictures so you guys can really take a good look at it. All right, guys. Bye now.